Hello, humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. What's been happening in the world of video games? Oh my gosh, I hear things here and there, guys. I've been so busy, really so busy. I've been working 12 hours a day and 6 to 8 hours on Saturdays. I mean, that's how busy I've been. And man, let me tell you, I love the work. I love the work. AI proofing my career was an amazing decision. I get to use what I've learned every day, but it leaves very little time for YouTube. I still got to play video games. Video games come first, then I can talk about stuff, right? And of course, nothing says more of what a degenerate for video games I am. And this thing right here, you want me to describe to you what I see? That was crazy, man. This is how YouTube gets into your mind, man. That guy will forever. I mean, that guy, I don't know, dude. Maybe he's got some mental condition. I have no idea, right? Like the YouTube literally has ruined this guy's life completely. Where he thinks that, oh man, I'm gonna talk about what's inside my eyeballs to people, and they can hear, listen to. Jeez, but he's not the only one, man. He's not the only one. I was watching these content creators. Answer me this. Who's waiting more for these arcade cabinets from Iconic Arcade? The customers, which most of them don't care, or the YouTubers that don't have any content, right? They're talking about toy events now. I mean, it's just, whoo, it's light. The content is light, man. You guys got to get creative. Get creative with it. Sometimes there isn't anything to talk about. The only thing there is to talk about is to watch how desperate you're getting. And this is for all. Unfortunately, the state of gaming is so bad, that there isn't that excitement that there used to be. You can't even tell people. What are the news events right now? Darkside Phil with his thing. The Xbox, Phil Spencer getting the boot, right? He got canned out of there. And the lady quit because she wasn't going to get the gig. What else? High Guard got canceled. Is that really exciting? How come we're not talking about the games? Back in the day, man, let me tell you, games were coming out and people would get excited for new releases. You would talk about them for months. Like you were like 90 days out. You were already jonesing. People were buying the controllers for games. People were buying controllers for consoles they didn't even buy. Right? I did it. Everybody did it. You couldn't. The console wasn't there yet, but a lot of times the controls would show up first, and you're like, well, it only comes with one controller, so I'm going to buy the other one. That's what people used to do back in the day. That was the excitement. We don't have these levels of excitement anymore because it's all microtransactions, online, yada, yada, yada. It's a different world. And it's not for me. And that's why I game hoard things like this. And nothing says what kind of a game hoarder I am. What a degenerate. This thing right here. How many times am I going to use it? I don't know, but I know my grandkids are going to love it. I can tell you that. I can tell you that right now. At least my youngest grandson, he's going to be like, whoa, Grandpa, I got to use it. He's always, looking at my gadgets and stuff. So, yeah, guys, back in the day when that came out, I couldn't afford it. I was at like food or video games. I just had the same console, man. I got my Genesis. I'm good. Oh yeah, those were the days. But let me tell you what I got. I've been working a lot, so I treated myself a little bit. There's a couple of things, right? We got the visor there. Look at this. Something that, believe it or not, I didn't have. I did not have this. And television lives on the PS2. Oh, man. Let me tell you something, guys. When I have time, I really enjoy, the Intellivision Sprint. I really do. And it's about nostalgia, right? It really is. There's nothing else. I even bought more games. Electronite, whatever it's called. I ordered those games. I downloaded them. I haven't even put them on. I haven't had time. I haven't put them on a stick and put them on my console because I just been beat from work. So that's something else that I got. that I haven't played yet, added to my backlog. But I also, went to GameStop and there was literally nothing there. They took down all the seventh gen games that they had that I used to go there for, and I had more. They only had like I'm not kidding you. They had like maybe like these 3 rows at most of games, in a little small deal. So they just took them down. I think I was the only guy buying them. Regardless, guys, I found this new store by where I work now, by my new job, and I drive by it every day. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop by. I'm gonna stop by and I'm gonna see what they have. Oh man, was I pleasantly surprised. Let me tell you, because I got this banger. I got this banger from back in the day, and it's relevant, real deal, Holyfield, baby. Look at that. I remember playing this game. I played this game, guys, for decades. For decades, I played this game, and I still love it. I love certain boxing games. When I really like a boxing game, I play it a lot. I love doing like from beginning to end on this game. My favorite memory is watching them bleed. Like the boxers start bleeding, and I was like, whoa. That's one of the things that made the Genesis so unique. And a good counterbalance to Nintendo. Which is something we're missing today. It's not the same when you own, right? When you own now an Xbox, for example, versus a PlayStation. It's like you're owning a downgraded version of the other one because they have the same games now, and the engineering, let me tell you, it's just better on the PlayStation. The Xbox just, ever since the Xbox 360, they haven't done a good job on their consoles. I'm sorry, they just haven't. Boxes, just boxes. That's all you came up with is boxes. Come on, and I love Xbox. Look, I own a lot of Xbox games. So I'm not an Xbox hater. I hate what Microsoft has done to the company. Regardless, guys, that's one of my pickups, and I'm going to put it up there. One of the things I want to do is I want to get back into, some games that I have that I really love. I want to get them complete. I've owned them in carts for such a long time, and I still own them, right? But I want to, replace them with new ones. I'm going to take this old game out of here. I'll trade that one in. And then I'm going to get just better quality stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've collected for a long time, and now that my space is reduced, I'm looking to trade things in to upgrade them. Right? I'm not looking to trade to get rid of them. Like, okay, let me trade this because I want this in pristine condition. That kind of stuff. So that's what I plan on doing. And I'm going to go talk to the guy first before I start bringing stuff in, because I really do have stuff to bring in. But, I talked to him a little bit. I said, I'll take pictures and then I'll bring it because I don't want to be carrying this stuff around. Anyway, guys, here's something else that I got. Look at that. This was going to be Streets of Rage 3D. Or so they say, right? It's from Eidos. Fighting Force. I love this game. I got it on the cheap back in the day, and I used to play the crap out of it, just like everything else. I've been always a gamer that has taken advantage of when console generations are dying, because every time something new would come out, I come from the layaway days. I grew up on the struggle, man. There's a lot of ramen soup, baby. A lot of eggs and weenie breakfast, let me tell you. And we used to put stuff on layaway that all the time, man. I wish they brought that back. That was awesome. That layaway was the credit card of the barrio, It really was. You go to Kmart back in the day, you put $20, you get like $300 worth of stuff, and it's like, whoa, And then every week you go pay 20, 35, whatever you had, and you finally got to the goal. And I used to do that for like a lot of Christmas, especially when the kids were growing up. That's what I would do. I'd go, okay, what do they want? And I'd pick them early because, I wanted them to have a good time. And, whatever it was, I put in, $20 every week, every paycheck, put this. And by the time Christmas came, sometimes I would get it early. I would get it, I would like to get it like around December 10th out, so they have that, and then they would always try to peek. You know how kids are. Yeah, great memories, guys. This is a game that I've been hunting down ever since I let it go once. And it's those things that you kick yourself for not getting it. It's one of the on the Wii U. You know I'm a Wii U lover, right? I do. And this is a game that I've always been interested in playing. Look at this. We got two disc and complete in box. So this store that I found, let me tell you, fair prices and stuff is complete. That's my favorite part. Everything that I get there, that I've gotten so far is complete. I don't have to worry about. Look, there's a television. And yeah, I look forward to doing a weekly with you guys. All right, that's what's coming up with this job. I'll be able to do this. We're gonna do a weekly. What I picked up, my weekly game hoarding, right? And hopefully I could get some big things, because that guy told me, bring me some stuff. I really need stuff. And I was showing him, like I showed him a camera. He's like, so yeah, maybe I can trade some stuff in. So guys, I just want to catch up with you, for those of your members who are watching this early, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate it for you joining the channel. I'm going to do a quick breakdown of the Xbox situation also. I'm going to evaluate the new CEO, right? I hope you guys are into that kind of stuff. So I will do that. What direction is the company going to go? I mean, it's already telegraphed, but let's see what kind of background she has as opposed to the requirements of the job. And let's see why they put her in there. Is there a reason? I don't know. I haven't seen anything yet. I'm not going to prejudge, right? I'm going to go by the evidence. I'm not going to go by, what year she was born in, or, what the gender. None of that stuff. I just want to see qualifications. And we're going to say yay or nay. Is there hope for Xbox? Who knows? I haven't had hopes for Xbox in a long time. All right, guys. Thank you so much, members. Thank you for watching it first. Man, I keep on thinking, who wants that arcade cabinet more? The Street Fighter arcade from John D. The YouTubers or the customers? I couldn't tell you. I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Take care.